Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, it's Regit and welcome back to the beginner account. Now, I'm gonna straight from the start say there's been a bit of a kerfuffle. Unfortunately, a long while ago I recorded a big, grand, long video about using energy wisely and how you can best utilise your energy in the Battle Cats. And most of the recording files have gone missing. So one section seems to have survived. So what I'm going to do is briefly run over the rest of it at the start of the video, and then you can watch the rest of it that was recorded quite a while ago. So for that reason it might look disjointed, and for that I apologise. But first off, the first thing you might want to check for in the Battle Cats is half-off energy stages. These will appear now and then in all sorts of places like the event stages, the Stories of Legend, or the story mode, as you can see in this little recorded bit here that didn't have any voice. Basically, it just halves the energy of the stage. Good opportunity to farm treasure, because you can do more stages for the energy that you've got, and great for things like XP stages or cat ticket gathering stages, anything like that. Always make sure to look out for and utilise half energy stages. Next, there's a way to replenish your energy fully, and that is to accept a user rank reward. So this is a little bit from my high level account during a Crash Fever collab, so it's just completely out of place, but you can accept the user rank reward when it says puts on a little screen at the top, which I guess is points. You accept that, you get a reward, and your energy fully recovered. So make sure to use that when your energy is low to get it all back, to utilise it best. Obviously use it when you have none. That's going to give you more energy profit. A thing I will mention later on, which is, as I'll say, a term that I've made up, just, gives you the most energy. If you use it when you have one energy, for me, would have 459 energy profit. You used it when you had 100, only 360 energy profit. Struggling with maths a little bit there, but yeah, that's another way to do it. And there's another way to recover a little bit of energy, sometimes a little bit, maybe once or twice a day. Maybe once, I'm not really sure, but when you've used almost all your energy, you have like maybe 50 energy left. Sometimes you'll have an opportunity to watch an ad to get your energy back. That will appear in a little red box above your energy. I don't actually have any recording of that, but yeah, above your energy there'll be a little red box. You click on that. Do you want to watch an ad for some energy? Yes, you do. And you get a little bit of energy back depending on what your maximum amount of energy is. The more it is, the more you get back. So you get a little bit back then. And yeah, now onto the method that actually was on my computer. Enjoy. The next energy use tip is slightly different. This is a technique that I first saw being used by YouTuber Matt Shea. Now, I don't know who originated the idea of using it generally, but I first saw it there. And what it is a way to use your energy in the way that you sort of bank the energy that you have for later. So when you're playing Battle Cats, there will probably often be a time where you need to go somewhere, or you need to go to sleep, or something like that, and you have a full load of energy. If you want to keep that energy, you can, because the way the Battle Cats energy works is that it is attached to an internet connection. That's what gives you your energy, because before it wasn't connected to the internet, and that allowed people to just sort of switch around dates on the phone and get lots of free energy, basically. So Ponos introduced that to help eradicate that issue. And what that means is that if you can turn airplane mode on and go back into Battle Cats, you'll get red text saying that energy won't be given to you, won't be recovered, because you're not connected to the internet. So your energy stays exactly the same, which basically means that you have banked whatever energy you had. So for example here, I had 460 energy, and when the red text came up, I banked that. So that means when you go on it the next day, you have that full energy there. But the difference is from having just internet connectivity on is that you have that energy, but when you turn airplane mode off and it reconnects to the internet, it gives you the energy that you would have got on top of that you wouldn't have got if you just had full energy anyway. Now, a couple of things. From personal experience, this banking doesn't always work. For some reason, sometimes when you look at it again, your energy just is less than when you left it, which makes no sense at all. It just sort of decays away, and I've got no idea why, but it's worked this time. What we have is error updating energy data. That's because we're not connected to the internet. This energy we have here is last night's energy that we didn't use. So what you can do now is use this energy while the game basically thinks it's last night. And when you reconnect to the internet, it will give you your energy for what you would have got over the night time. Whereas if you just had internet on, as I said, you wouldn't have got that extra energy. Energy profit, the sort of term that I made up. You're getting zero energy profit if you got full energy and you just let it, I guess, replenish energy, but it isn't going to because it's reached its cap. As far as the game's concerned, when you reconnect to the internet, you had whatever energy you have when you reconnect. So if we have zero left, we're probably going to have full energy again because it's after a whole night. So what I'm going to do is spend last night's energy and then get back to you. Welcome to the land of Ghana. This is the last stage that I'm playing to actually completely use up my energy. I had 44 left and this stage was 44 energy. So after I've done this one, I'm going to have pretty much no energy. Obviously a little bit's going to recover because it actually still seems to while you've got the energy issues. I'm not sure. It's quite confusing. The way the Battle Cats set up the whole energy thing is just a bit weird. I don't really understand it. They used measures to try and stop what people were doing with creating energy for themselves, but then what they did was sort of allow that to still happen, because people still do that, and then the energy system is really unclear. I don't quite understand it, but, you know, there we go. That I don't understand computery things anyway. It's all code and that. But we've done Ghana, and that's good. And we've got treasure, which is even better. So we spent all our energy, and if we go back into it now, you can see that we have 1 energy left. Now, that means that if we turn off airplane mode and reconnect to the internet, we are going to have a full amount of energy to use. Because basically what we've done is we've used last night's energy, as I said, this morning by turning off the internet so that it doesn't update the energy that we have. It's an important distinction to make that this is using the energy that you have. There are some methods that people use that just creates energy out of thin air. I don't condone that in the series as a tutorial and just how to play the game legitly. Some people do it. I don't personally, but that's not something I'm going to show you how to do. I don't even personally know how to do it because the method keeps changing. But this is just a way to use your energy very frugally, and it's used by Matt Shea, so it's good. I thought I'd also mention, in case anyone was confused, sometimes you'll see people post videos about stages before they come out. That's called time travelling. That's got to do with dates in the Battle Cats and setting it forward, but that's a different thing to what people do with energy. Basically, you can set your date forward, but then you have a penalty of energy not recovering for up to a couple of days, and people use that so they can get forward, do a stage, and, for example, make a video about it. And again, some people do use switching around the dates and doing strange things to just create energy out of thin air. I'm not going to be doing that, just using the energy that the game gives you by the natural progression of time. So now, it is time to turn off airplane mode. As you can see, having reconnected to the internet, it's now given us all of our energy back. And I'm just going to go over how that works once again in the simplest terms that I can explain it. Last night we had 460 energy. We turned on airplane mode so that the Battle Cats wouldn't count any more energy onto that during the night. So it just stayed at 460, and we're basically banking up the overnight energy for now when we turn the internet back on. So what we've done is got the energy that it would have got over last night, but instead of it being wasted because we already had full energy, we have used it frugally and got all of our energy back. And that's a very useful thing to do when you just have to go places. So for example, if you had to go to sleep, you could bank up your energy then, use that energy in the morning, turn the internet on, then you have your full energy, turn airplane mode on again, go to work or school or whatever, come back, spend that energy, turn the internet back on, and you have full energy again. This is about making sure the energy that you would have got isn't wasted by you already being at the energy cap. Because when you are at full energy cap, whatever that happens to be, because 460 definitely isn't the maximum cap, I'll explain how to increase that in future episodes. Whatever that cap is it stays at that cap. You cannot increase it unless you're using a 30 cat food energy recovery thing. So if I press the plus, it won't say it, but usually it will say use 30 cat food to fully recover energy. And what that does is it adds on whatever your full energy amount is to what you have. So if I had 100 energy left and I replenish my energy, it wouldn't go to the cap, it would go to 560. But that is the only time when you can go past the cap. Otherwise, it stops gathering energy at the cap. And this is a very neat way, which I'm glad Matshay used because I wouldn't have known about it otherwise, to make sure that that energy that you're earning does not go to waste.